Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. OJ here. Now today I'm gonna do a review on two HYIP programs that I'm not really using. I don't really use HYIPs very much, but yesterday we saw the Demise Venture Alliance, and that was one of the programs I was using. So when I was talking about it, and I kind of predicted that it will be going down very soon, so people now started sending me all kinds of links to programs they're using, asking me, okay, can you tell me something about this? Can you tell me something about that? Now there are two programs that I saw a lot about. Many people asked me a lot about Nano-11 and COINCE. Or COINCE, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Even though I'm not using them, I will do a quick review on both and try to cover all the main things and explain and analyze them and explain why I don't think they're very safe. Both are programs that I've been seeing for a while, and I've been kind of tempted even to give them a try and everything, but when I did a bit of research, I find that they're not really that promising at all. I mean, obviously all HYIPs are risky and they're not trustworthy, but some of them manage to be a little bit more sustainable and kind of last for a few months, while others are literally here today, gone tomorrow. So let's have a look at these two and see what is my verdict. Okay, so let's start with the first one, COINCE. Now that will be a very quick review here. I will literally take 2 minutes and I will tell you why I don't think it's good to be investing in this program. Now I know that it's quite popular. I've been seeing it for quite a while now. It's been in the last month, I would say. I've seen a lot of people promote it, a lot of people talking good things about it because it's paying. If you go to the monitor websites, you will see that it's got a good rating. It's plus 420 here. It's been online for 130 days, which is not that long. Basically, it's around 4 months, something like that. But that is exactly why it's not a good idea to be investing anymore in this program, because now it's reaching that, you know, first 3 or 4 months are usually more stable and safe. It's now getting close to the end of the 4th month and into the 5th, and the 5th and the 6th month, this is the time when programs like this will disappear. So absolutely not a good idea to be getting right now. Sorry, that's Nano-11. Let's go to, yeah. So how popular is COINCE? We can see that it is very popular. We can see that it's got an increase of popularity. Nevertheless, we see that the curve here, the graph, is showing a sort of a stagnant activity. It's not growing in popularity, and I would say that, let me take a, right, so this is, I've taken a screenshot here so I can draw. So basically this is where we had the peak of the program. You can say that maybe this was here the actual peak, but in reality the program was gaining a momentum and it peaked. That's done. It's already reached that peak. From now on, it's literally riding that wave. It's riding the top of the wave. For a little bit it will be doing that. It's basically right now it's just relying on popularity that has already been built. It's not building up any more popularity. It's not gaining any new users. I mean there will be new users, but it's not at the amount that is necessary for the program to be peaking. So even though it's still gaining a lot of new users, at this point it is no longer safe to be investing. What happens with this graph? From here on, I predict that this graph, even if it goes up a little bit, it might do something like that. But that is what happens next. Literally, it will be immediate. It will be very sudden, and it will be, now we're in May. So this is the end of May. So I predict that by the end of May, maybe sometime in June, you will see that JIP getting, I mean, it might start, okay, let's see a different scenario. It might start slightly slower, like it might do something like that, and then it will do something very sudden. So basically you have about a month at the most, I would say, and that's me being generous. I think it might be less, but what's the important thing is that you need, I think you need at least a month to recover your seed money with this program. And do you really have a month? I don't know that, but a month is not really enough for you, because you don't want to recover your seed money, you want to make a profit. So is it worth going there for a month and risk something that you might at best get back your seed money but not really a profit? I don't think that that's a very good investment. Now, many people think that when a program is registered in UK, that means that it's going to be good and stuff like that. I don't think that's necessarily the case. Sorry, again, wrong page. I don't think that's necessarily the case. Venture Alliance and I think even Amazing 5 and a few other ones were registered in UK. That didn't stop them from disappearing and you know, and scamming many people. Nobody is really taking them into account. A lot of the times these admins who are, you know, the people behind the programs have fake IP addresses and hidden IP addresses, so you can't really reach them, you can't really get to the actual person. You have some information and some fake certificates that are being uploaded constantly. I mean, this even has a sample here, which why is that not a scan of the original certificate? Why is this sample here? Sample means that you took a screenshot from a website that is showing you templates of documents, but because you didn't pay for subscription, they have this hallmark on top of it saying sample, because they're basically telling you that this is taken from a website where it's not a genuine document, it's just a template. Okay, so the fact that they added something here and some certain signatures and names, that is absolute nonsense. Joseph Miller, such a British name, yet the company is completely Russian. I called that number today, and it's an automated American number that is just been transferred, linked to the British number. There's and it says that you need to leave a message with your username and email address, and they're going to investigate your claim or whatever it is and get back to you. Even the word investigate I don't really like. That's some sort of a recorded message that they took from somewhere. It's not a genuine customer service line. Don't fall for it at all. Don't get impressed by the fact that there's a British registration. Venture Alliance was registered in Manchester, and that doesn't really mean anything. Obviously these people have found some sort of a loophole in the law in UK that allows them to operate this kind of businesses without being illegal activities, so that they're not being taken to court, taken into account. Another thing that I'm not very certain about is another thing that I'm not very certain about are these testimonials. I didn't even watch them because frankly I don't believe in testimonials at all, ever, because these days we know with websites like Fiverr or People Per Hour, there are many people that you can hire and pay them $5 or $10 or $15, and you get you know, testimonial that is done from someone's home, looking like a genuine video like the one you're watching right now from me. You know, these people, there are many people who would do these kind of testimonials, and that doesn't mean that there's any kind of real information provided in that testimonial. That doesn't mean that the person might be a real person, but that person is paid to do the testimonial, therefore that testimonial is irrelevant. Absolutely, I cancel testimonials immediately. I also don't believe the adverts that they post, because of course, as a company that is going to make a couple of million from, you know, from people's money, they can afford to do a really sleek and high-end type of advert that will kind of blow your mind and make you feel that, oh my god, if they put so much money into the advert, they mean business. They mean business for a couple of months until they get everyone's deposits, and then they're out of the game with, you know, tons of money. So of course they're going to put a bit of effort in this. Again, not exactly a sign that you can trust them. So the reality is that yes, the program is currently paying. Yes, the program has been online for about 4 months and it's got a good rating. That good rating is only based on the fact that people right now are being paid. That doesn't mean that it will be around for a very long time. And also, if you need at least 60 days to recover your seed money, now is not a good time to be getting into COINCE. I don't believe it's a very reliable business for the next 60 days. Okay, the next program I'm going to review very quickly is Nano-11. It's another really popular hype right now. Everyone seems to be obsessed about it. Everyone seems to be jumping on board and trying to make a quick buck from it. And I got tons of questions to review it, so that's what I'm doing. Again, I'm not using the program, so I'm not an expert. I can just have a quick look at a few factors that I take into account when I'm judging a program, and this is what I'm going to do right now. The first thing I did, something that I actually don't do very often, is call the numbers, just because for some reason they seem to be quite, you know, apparent here on top of the website, and it was the first thing I saw, so I was like, oh, that's a UK number, that's a London number, so let me call it 020. Basically, if you see +4420 something, that's a London number. So I call that number and I have a Russian message. It was saying something in Russian, something like, leave a message, we're gonna get back to you soon, or something like that. So again, we're talking about Russian people running a high-yield investment program. That is a formula that has already been proven to always end in disaster, okay? Anything that's done by Russian in terms of hype is always a scam. I haven't seen an investment program done by Russians that did not end up as a scam. So I'm yet to be convinced that I'm wrong, but so far all of my experience shows me that the Russians are absolutely on top of the world when it comes to creating scams in high-yield investment programs. I saw a statistic somewhere recently where about 40% of all scams online in the world were created by Russians. Right, but that's not the only thing. Of course, that can't be the only criteria. I mean, you can still make money with a scamming website, with a kind of a pyramid Ponzi type of scheme. There's still ways to make money if you're experienced. Okay, if you're experienced and you found this program in the first couple of months, or in the first 2 weeks, I would say, you have a chance of running a couple of cycles and making some money from it. But if you found this program just now, which is already quite a few months after it started, and I believe it started a couple of months ago, but they do claim that they started a year ago, and I even did a live chat with someone here who I think it might be a robot, but it might be a real person, because to be honest, the answers were not really formal enough. Anyways, they provided me with their address, which is in Belfast, Ireland, yet they have a London number, so there is an inconsistency here immediately. On top of it, I did ask them a stupid question, which was, what is your customer guarantee and protection plan? I just wanted to see what they might answer to that, because that's a really stupid question. I mean, obviously they don't have any customer protection plan. So I was it was interesting to see that they responded the following: our company has developed the most effective strategy that risks have been reduced to zero. Not a very good English. Anyway, we work online more than a year and we never had any case when the investors' income and deposits were not paid out. This is why you have a very good rating, because you're still paying your customers. You have not been around for a year. I don't believe that. And I'll tell you why I don't believe that. This is Alexa's ratings. The history of Nano-11 starts in end of February, early March. What are you talking about? Okay. There is nothing to worry about. I love that sentence. I love high-yield investment programs that tell me that there is nothing to worry about. Now, when you see that, you better run. Because the more they convince you that it's safe and there is no risk involved, the more desperate they are to get your money. Okay. I said, this is not true. You have not been online for a year. And they said, we were. That was the answer. We were. So that's almost like a colloquial type of a chat. I mean, it's very informal, very personal. It's almost like we're conversing on a friendly level. No, we're not. I'm a customer and you're a customer service operator. You don't speak to customers like that. So I said, any more details about this, please? Launch date and any evidence. And they just referred me to their about page, which is the last thing that I'm going to trust when I go to a high-yield investment program website. I mean, what they say about themselves is completely irrelevant. That is absolutely not something that I'm taking into account when I need to research something. Okay, so that's about it. If we look at their line again, that's their graph, we see that their popularity is growing, and they're having a growing membership, growing traffic on their website, which is good. Of course, they're ranking best in Russia. I already explained why is that, and yeah, it's all of the Russian republics here, formal, I must add, Ukraine and Kazakhstan, formal Russian republics, but this is where it's most popular. So I would say again, run fast. This will probably continue to gain momentum for another few weeks. It might even be another month or two, still going strong and paying and everything, but I don't think it's safe enough. So my verdict, even though Nano-11 is currently paying, and even though you can make some money with it, you're getting up to 4% daily, I can see here, and I think you still need quite some time to recover your seed money, and I just can't be confident enough that you have that much time. I just don't feel that you have that much time to be able to get a decent profit from this. Let's see their investment plans. Yeah, so you're getting that plan here pays you 1.5% daily, or if you put a little bit more, it will pay you 1.75. If you put even more, it will pay you 3%, and if you deposit a higher amount, it will go up to 4%. Now, so that means that you need about 43 days with the 3% plan and about 22 days to recover your seed money. I don't see that as a very good investment. I don't believe that you'll be able to continue for very long, and therefore I don't think it's worth even giving this a go. So my verdict is no. Definitely check their ratings on Alexa, because that is something that is genuine and it's something that is important. And as I said, COINCE right now is really entering the period where it's going to end very soon. Even though that's not the case with Nano-11, I think it's still building up a momentum. Maybe you have a month with it, maybe more, but it's not guaranteed, and because it's not paying very high for a very risky program that will be that is not paying you high enough, I don't think it's worth trying to go in it. So I hope that helps, and thanks for watching this video until the end. I'm gonna see you in my next video.